How many of you want to play in the big leagues? Raise your hand. I still do. I'm just that old. Come on, raise your hands. All right. Now, how many players in the state of Michigan generally go from high school right to professional baseball in the state of Michigan every year on average for the last 20 years? One? I'll even make it two. Let's say it's two in the last 20 years. Your chances to play professional baseball in Michigan, you have to do one thing, and what is that? You got to go to college. How many college kids do you think on average go to professional baseball every year? On average, in the last 20 years, what do you think? About 20, 25 a year. So you got a way better chance going to college to make it to professional baseball than going right out of high school. So most importantly though, to be able to get there, there are three things that matter. And these things are getting more and more important, and we'll even talk about how it impacts the workforce. What do you think the most important thing is to be able to go to college right now, to play in college? What is it? It's grades. If you don't have the grades, it doesn't matter. I don't care how good you are. I don't care how good you are, Todd. You threw fantastic today. It doesn't matter. If you don't take care of your grades, you're not going to college. Period. The other thing is core classes. You know the core classes? It's 4 what? 4 math? 4 English? I would take 4 science. There's no reason not to. Then you have 2 foreign languages and 2 more I can't remember. But just make sure you take good classes to prepare yourself for what's going to happen when you get to college. I coached in college for 10 years. I would say 50% of my student athletes were not prepared when they got there. They weren't prepared for the simple things, math, English, science. Make it difficult on yourself. Don't make it easy. But here's where everything has really changed in the last 20 years. 20 years ago, if some kid gets in trouble at some high school where he maybe body slammed somebody, would it make national news? No. You guys get an idea what I'm talking about? You guys play in a fishbowl now. 20 years ago, guys got in trouble in high school, no one knew about it. Guys got in trouble in college, no one knew about it. Everyone knows about it now. So the second thing is, what's the second most important thing to be able to play college baseball? What is it? Go ahead, answer. What? Your what? Your behavior. It's what type of a person you are. These college coaches make a lot of money. Do you think they want to lose their job? No. The only way they lose their job nowadays is generally when their kids are bad kids. What happened in that tough story down in Duke? Who lost the job? You don't remember? Who lost the job? The coach did. How many of you guys have a cell phone? Raise your hand. Great. How many on those cell phones have pictures? Raise your hand. Good. How many have a Facebook account? Raise your hand. Instagram, Twitter. Why do I ask that question? Because everything that you put online stays forever. There are people in colleges that all they do is one thing, and they do what? They check your what? Your social media. That's all they check. They check, wait, so if you put some photo on when you're 14 years old and you think it's a funny photo and somebody finds it, I hate to have you lose your scholarship. You see stories every year nationally about kids that lose their scholarships due to what they did on social media. So if you don't want your grandmother to see it, or if you don't think you'd be proud of yourself if your grandmother saw it, don't put it up. Don't do it. It's not worth it. I'd hate to see somebody lose their scholarship over some dumb picture they posted when they were 15 or 16 years old. And that's number 2, and it's totally changed. When I was way back in high school, wow, we never even had to worry about this. I just sent a kid up to Michigan State today to work out. I talked to the head coach, who I've known for a long time. The first question he asked me was, what do you think? What's the first question he asked me the other day? How's grades? I said his grades are fine. What do you think the second question he asked me is? What type of kid is he? The second question he asked me. What type of kid is this? I told him. All right, now he's up there working out. They're looking for a catcher. Hopefully he has an opportunity. He's one of your guys. You guys that have been here for the last 4 weeks. And third, what's the third thing? And it's a distant third. What is it? It's skill. You have to work hard. You have to work very hard at this game to be any good. This is not an athletic sport. This is a skill sport. As a skilled sport, you have to continually work on your skills over and over and over and over and over again. That means all of your exchanges, your throws to second, your blocking stuff. Anybody been to spring training before and watched the first 3-4 hours of spring training every day at the start? Mario has. What do they do? At spring training, what do they work on? Basics. Basics, 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 basics. Everything that you guys are working on is what I worked on when I was playing. This is what we did. These drills. All we did was bring it back. Moms and dads, any questions about how important it is about that social media stuff? Because who hires people? Raise your hand, moms and dads. Raise your hands if you hire people. How many do you know that have lost their jobs because of something they've done? You've seen it, haven't you? What's that? You didn't hire because of social media? Okay. Joe? Same thing? The rest of your lives are going to be determined by how you act. Got a great story. Talked to one of my former players. I met him at 17 years old. He came to play for me. Great kid, did everything right, worked hard in school, had a chance to play 4 years of professional baseball. Okay? All he wanted to do was be a Secret Service agent. So there were 1,000 applicants for his job. 1,000. He got it. He took care of his grades. Great kid. His athletic background really helped him out. Now, when he got to be in the Secret Service, he wanted to be in the sniper program. There were 90 people that went to sniper school, of which 5 made it out of 90. He got the job. So he is 1 out of 90,000 kids, people that applied for a job to get that job today. He protects the president. 1 out of 90,000, because he did all these things right. So the other day when I spoke to him, he was talking about all the things that we had talked about that helped him along the way. And it was taking care of his grades. It was doing the right thing. It was working hard every day. I just thought that was a great story to be able to bring back after talking to him this week. Moms and dads, do you have any questions about how important this is? The social media aspect of it? The pictures, the Instagrams, the whatever else you guys are up to? No questions? Gentlemen, do you guys have any questions? There's approximately 5 to 6 college catchers in the next 4 years in this group. Maybe more. Look around. Yes, you can see it. Keep working hard. Don't be an idiot. And take care of school. All right. I've got nothing else.
Good job, Mark.